always a weird week in this country we live in, man. But did you see this video, Lonzo? Disturbing video of a man getting arrested, handcuffed by police, 2 officers, and the cop just out of nowhere just punches dude in the face. Did you see this video that's going viral?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, we got to talk about this and let this cop go viral, because this is the type of BS that gives LAPD a worse name than they already have. But, you know, when you saw that, man, what were your first thoughts?
I'm like, dude asked one question, and he got stolen while he was handcuffed. Now, here's the crazy part, man. That dude had to be at least about 6 something and 200 plus, okay? Both them cops together was having problems handcuffing him, okay? If he didn't really want to go, he almost didn't have to go. I'm watching this dude. He's a nice sized dude, and the homeboy that took off on him barely came to his shoulders, okay? And it just seems like once he had him secured, he took advantage of the opportunity and tried to punk him. Homeboy didn't ask him nothing. I didn't see the video before he got arrested. But he, man, what did I do? And next thing he get hit in the mouth, okay? If somebody hadn't have been videoing that, once again, we'd have had a different story. And that's the part that's very disheartening. You know, for somebody who's supposed to uphold the law, a lot of cops lie to protect themselves and lie on you to protect themselves.
Yeah, this cop was willing to do that with several cameras in front of his face. You know, could you imagine what once again goes on when there are no cameras around? And what do you think just came? What do you think came upon that police officer? Just a deck, dude. Homeboy ate that punch, by the way. He just he looked like a fly just swatted on his face.
That's what I'm saying, man. The dude didn't have no real solid weight on him, and he know damn well if that situation was, if it wasn't for that badge and that gun, he'd have had a problem in real life. That would have never happened. Okay. If homeboy wouldn't have been handcuffed, hadn't been handcuffed, that wouldn't have happened. There would have been some negotiations. There'd have been some street negotiations before he took off on took that punch. That's for damn sure. That's my
yeah. What do you think about the fact that he was relieved? He was relieved from his street duty, but he's going to keep a desk job, you know, or something like that. What are your thoughts when they don't even fire them? They just basically just move him to another office.
Man, that's common practice, though. I mean, because the city has a lot invested in cops, and to just fire somebody because he hit somebody, you know, you don't know what that man's life was like. You know, I don't know. It's a lot of different situations that it would never justify it, but it could explain why he reacted that way. You know, I'm not justifying nothing, because it's real hard to justify hitting a man that is handcuffed, but it may be a psychological issue that may be temporary. It could be something he was dealing with. Could have been a bully thing. I don't know, man. All I know is when you see situations like this, it makes me wonder, when you in how do you relinquish your custody to somebody you can't feel safe with? Just like the Sister Massey that got killed in Chicago. How do you relinquish your safety or put yourself in their hands and you can't really trust them? You know, she felt something. As the kids say, she felt some kind of way when homeboy kept looking around and doing all kind of other stuff. And when it's apparent that this situation could go left, but you have no options to protect yourself. And that's the sad part about this whole situation when it comes to the police. If homegirl, if she had survived the shot and got under the kitchen table or kitchen sink and pulled out her gun, started shooting back, they'd have had the house surrounded in a matter of minutes. Officer down, you know, and she'd have been a criminal. But because he, whatever reason, and I looked at that video from various sources, and I could not see where he was allegedly in fear for his life, because he told her to go to the sink and turn the water off. She didn't go over there voluntarily. He sent her over there. And when he started saying stuff that she didn't feel comfortable, like many a Christian woman, I rebuke you in the name of the devil. She didn't say rebuke you and smash it on him. She said drop the water. She dropped it. Or did she even pick it up? Bottom line is, man, if it had been a camera there, it'd have been a different story. And that's the part you have to be, you have to be concerned about. And the part that's really, 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 really nerve-wracking is that we as citizens, we pay for the cops to be trained. We pay their salaries. And when they do something like this, we pay again for their indiscretions, which is not fair, man. Yeah, he lost his job. He may lose his freedom, but we got to pay the ticket on that. And my opinion is the policemen's union should be the one paying for that. Why are the citizens footing the bag for everything?
That's a good idea.
Why are the citizens footing the bag for everything? We pay for your training. Obviously, there was some issue. Something may have gotten passed. Well, he shouldn't have been a cop in the first place. Anybody got two DUIs should not even be driving, not long have a gun in the badge. But somebody let him back into the force again for two DUIs, and now he does this. And he's going to be the only one that's going to suffer for the most part. But there needs to be some other situations. It needs to go a little higher up the ladder to find out how he keeps getting jobs with this kind of record. He should be a security guard someplace. No disrespect to security guards. He don't need a real gun in the badge, man. He don't have the self-discipline to even conduct himself as a regular civilian, not long an officer. Or does he think because he's an officer, he can do what he want to do? And sometimes that's the case. A lot of guys feel because they got a gun in the badge, they can wave that badge in front of another officer. They let them go home drunk. Obviously, 2 times that didn't work.
Wow. Didn't know that part. That's crazy. Let me ask you, Lonzo, before 1991, the infamous Rodney King tape, where it was caught on tape, Rodney getting his ass obviously was going on every day in the hood. What was the situation that you may have been in back in the day where you were like, damn, these cops are not, if this is not going to end well, when you were pulled over, or you were, whatever the case is, when you had a run-in with the police, give us tell us about a time where you thought, man, this is not going to end well, and it probably did or didn't.
Dude, when I was running the Eve, man, and I had to sneak home at night, dude, I was always scared of the police, dude. Because he was always trying to, get me to say or do something. Dude, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not saying nothing. Dude, this is 4 o'clock in the morning. I ain't got nothing to say, but give me this ticket. I don't have nothing to say. They would pull me over, man, guns drawn, the whole 9 yards, come out the car with your hands up. And they had me listed for a while as armed and dangerous. I got caught with a couple of guns. And they had me listed as armed and dangerous. So every time they pulled me over, like I was Frank Nitti or Al Capone or somebody, man. They came at me hard on a regular basis. It wasn't until I moved out of my neighborhood